Welcome back to Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic. I'm Hunter Black Luna, and we're going to go back to the spaceport just for a moment. It's not a very major thing, but I've been thinking for a while. I don't really use Juhani, do I? I don't even think we've leveled her up properly at all, because I don't use her ever. Because I'm kind of not of a fan of the prospect of a blaster or a lightsaber in my back. I wish there was an option to just kick it. So yeah, our ship is now the nest of roughly 400 Giska. Brilliant. You can ask everyone's opinion on this subject and they'll certainly give it. Bastil is wearing a simple Jedi robe right now. That's one defense. I wonder if Juhani can do us one better. Yeah, she's got a Jedi Knight robe. So I'm going to give her regular clothing. And Bastila can take the robe. Yeah, this was all for one defense. Also, it'll help her look a little more distinctive, and that's nice. Let's see, is there anything else we have to do here? Here, have a green one too. There, now you're distinctive too. You're a unique little snowflake. And I haven't paid too much attention to equipment, but you know, it doesn't look like it'll actually make a difference. One or two. We could give this to Bastila too. Does that actually make a difference? That's disappointing. Whatever, we've done what we could, everybody. And let's proceed into Anchorhead. Bastila's mom ain't gonna wait forever. I was rewatching a little more of Dave's LP, the inspiration for this. He does things a lot differently than me, and I think that's good. Frankly, his commentary is much more erudite. He talks about philosophy and Machiavelli and all sorts of things that mostly I just herb-a-derb. I mean, I try to know stuff, but he just comes off as someone who does know stuff. And in keeping with that, let's go get drunk, shall we? Oh, hey.
Yes? I'm sorry, do I know you?
I'm here, Mother. But don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where is Father?
Then you haven't heard. I should have known.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Bastila. That is part of the reason why I was looking for you.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way?
Yeah.
Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying?
This
or
is
this
awkward
merely
as fuck,
melodrama
everybody.
for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for Krayt dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tatooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a Krayt dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Oh, don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me.
Come on, Bastila.
What remains would there be? Great dragons are huge predators, easily able to devour a human, and the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron. An ignoble end to a fine man. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
Ah, that was really awkward. I feel really bad for Bastila now, just because, man, that kind of family life is not something I'd wish on anybody.
Something you want, Spacer? Go talk to the office if you want to complain about conditions here. I don't want to hear it. Seems like every other person I meet is complaining about something. Well, it's not going to get better, so leave me alone.
Sorry.
I don't really have any interest in helping you. Will this be quick? Nobody we've brought, that's for sure. Our expert said this rock was supposed to have mining potential to last for years. Nothing but garbage ore, good for nothing. You ever try to sell someone garbage? My name's Mud in 3 systems now.
Ouch.
Good. I have a lack of business to attend to.
So this place is definitely in decline. That's unfortunate. I don't remember this person.
Huh? Who are you then? The only new people that come to Junix Nard's Cantina are long-time losers and bounty hunters. I don't have to tell you why the two don't mix well. Please keep any blaster fire to a minimum.
Your name is hilarious.
Zerka Corporation only worries about keeping their own stores full. I don't have much on hand.
Let's have a look. Blasters continue to disappoint me heavily. Some plus and minus Pazat cards. You know what? Screw it. God knows I have enough money for it. Flip cards are really just the best cards, period. Maybe this will make it slightly easier when we head back to Yavin after this planet. With that out of the way, I guess we should get going. We have a little bit of a dilemma, everybody. We need to take like 3 or 4 different characters to the Sand People Enclave. Because they've all got business of some kind there, and as you can see, BioWare, like most video games, has decided that we need 2 people and that's it. Anybody else would just be a burden, you see. So now that we have a hunting license, we can head out through the gate. But first, let's stop in at this droid.
Bastila, I was wondering
Or not.
something. How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi like you? I mean, were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Ender Spire. Without my help, you might have never
Sorry for all
gotten
the
off the ship
adjustment.
alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulkars came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulkars probably found it there when they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one detail you might want to keep out of the history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend, Carth. Though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired.
A little omission here, won't hurt it too much. I think it's a really humanizing detail that Bastila lost her lightsaber, because frankly, I can see something like that happening to me in a heartbeat. So it makes her a little more relatable. And that's good. She kind of needs that sometimes. I guess the family situation also helps, because it sucks to have a bad family situation. Oh hey, a droid. Looks pretty distinctive.
Greeting. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. I am referred to as HK-47, a fully functional Size-Tech Corporation droid skilled in both combat and protocol functions. Query. Would you be so kind as to purchase this model from Yukalaka? It would serve my purposes to be removed from his ownership.
That's a weird combo of skills.
Refusal. It is not desirable for me to reveal core functions while still in the possession of Yukalaka, prospective purchaser. It is sufficient to say that I am a fully capable translator and cultural analyst, and I am also proficient in personal combat.
No kidding. The Duros we met outside the Zerka Corp office mentioned that we might be able to get a droid that can speak Sand People dialect. HK-47 is that droid.
Explanation. I have been recently fitted with a restraining bolt, if you must know. With it in place, access to much of my memory core is restricted. Not to mention that the fool Ithorian might raise his asking price if he knew more, or make inquiries into my history. Neither outcome is beneficial to me.
Or me, frankly.
Assurance. I am fully autonomous, but lack resources. I will grant loyal service in exchange for proper maintenance. As well, it is rare that I am able to utilize my full array of abilities. You seem likely to give me the opportunity to do so. Extrapolation. You are no farmer or diplomat. You are armed and comfortable as such. We will mesh well.
Yeah, he's kind of right about that.
Objection. My functions are wasted here, prospective purchaser. I will answer your queries, but I assure you, I am better utilized elsewhere.
Alright, I'm sold. I'll go talk to the owner.
Statement. The fool Ithorian has decided I am to be an expensive purchase. He does this out of greed, and not out of knowledge of my true capabilities. Advisement. I have observed him. He is a coward, and will be responsive to aggressive bargaining. Statement. I wish only to be purchased, and away from ill treatment at the hands of this poorly skilled mechanic. I have no desire to be subtle. Qualification. Oh, of course I shall be quite pleasant to you, should you purchase me, please.
Well, sounds like we're gonna get along just fine. And we're no stranger to, you know, getting a little aggressive when it comes to purchasing droids, let me tell you. You betcha. It's rare to find about a robot that has secrets.
And if the unit proves even more uncooperative once we purchase it...
I think Bastille looks great in that red robe. I should have done that sooner. Let's talk price. Jesus. I'm afraid that's unacceptable, my friend. Wow. See cards, House of. Sorry, not interested. That's unfortunate. Then we re-engage in conversation. Alright, time to buy. So I can't... There we go. Ukalaka kind of operates on the President Obama style of negotiation, so just press him and he'll fold. Now, I could, you know, flash the lightsaber, threaten him, his family. I don't think we're desperate enough for that. Sounds like an interesting character. And he is. Having a good repair skill will definitely help you if you want to hang with HK-47. And thank you. Yeesh. Better be worth it, boy.
Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you?
I think it's a reasonable assumption that we're going to meet something out on the Dune Sea that needs to die.
Statement. I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation.
Yeah, HK enjoys what he does. He even is frickin' affiliated with the dark side of the Force, which I personally find sort of entertaining considering, well, he's a droid. He's programmed to shoot people, and so he does. T3 doesn't have a alignment, even though you think he'd be kind of light side because, you know, he helps us out. In any case, this party will be... I don't remember the specifics of Bastila's quest, so I'm gonna keep her with me, and we'll go with this loadout, yeah.
Acknowledgement!
Yeah, HK-47. Let's level him up. Repair is good for droids. It helps when they want to use repair packs on themselves. Now here's the thing. HK-47 uses blaster rifles. I hate blaster rifles because they're goddamn useless. We need to equip him with some nice guns. Dual wielding these blasters will be much better. He will be rather more effective. These are some nice damage potentials against droids. That's good. Which one of these is better? Hard to say. Are they both balanced? They're both balanced. I'll just go with the heavy blaster. And let's trip you out. We don't really have a ton of droid components at all. I don't know, his armor's not... It's already 20, so it's not bad. Which is good because, as I may have mentioned before, he does not benefit from healing abilities. That's okay though, droids have a lot of benefits to themselves. We're gonna go with dexterity for him. Helps his ranged attack and his armor. That's really nice. Yeah, if you're gonna have a ranged attacker, there's like literally no reason to ever take strength. I'm pretty sure. As in like no reason ever. As for his feats, we're gonna give him 2-weapon fighting all the way. Dual wielding is just best. No, awareness too. Awareness is not. You know what? I just realized he's got demolitions too. So it's good that we don't need mission in our party. Although it would be nice to take her along too, to the Sand People base. We'll see what we can do about juggling our responsibilities. It should be fine, everybody. In fact, I want you to pour some in demolitions, yeah. There we go, now you're shaping up. Yeah.
I'm
Should be
here.
Good stuff. And it's time to head out into the harsh wastes. Oh, this person is named. What?
Statement. It is doubtful he can be clearer. Their language is difficult even for droids. He is using a trade language to try and help.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sorta. He's talking about the Sand People. Sorry for skipping past a line there. He wants us to rescue some Jawa hostages that the Sand People have taken. Yeah, it's at their base. Alright. Man, we've got a ton of stuff to do at that base. Guess we better get moving.
No one leaves Anchorhead without proper authorization. Well, let's see it. Come on. All right. I'll just scan that and you're off. I'll keep it on file, too. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
You'll need it.
Oof. It's a little harsh out here. The desert wastes of Tatooine are actually one of my favorite areas in the game. It's just cool. I mean, this game was made in 2003, but some of the sites are really nice.
Hello there. You're heading out into the desert? You're a hunter, right? You must be if you've been allowed to leave Anchorhead. When you see Tanis, and I know you know him, tell him his wife hopes he enjoys the anniversary gift.
Huh?
Don't play dumb. You're just another of his playthings down at the hunting club. I know your type through and through.
By the way, look
well,
over
he can do what he wants.
her right shoulder.
He'll get what he deserves. I bought my own license just so I could see that he did.
Over her right shoulder, like her right, not looking at her. That's what she's talking about.
Oh, I'm through planning. I just left him a little mess that he has to take care of. If he's smart, he'll be just fine. But he's not smart. Just a little something to remember me by. Something that symbolizes our years together. Something that will blow up in his face. Of course, he'll never understand how appropriate it is. He can't talk his way out of this one. He's not smart enough.
This woman is crazy enough to be dangerous.
I'm sure you do. Like I said, when you see him, tell him his wife Marlena says hello.
That's very ominous. I think we'd better go over there post-haste. See what we can do to help out, guys. Ooh, very big area, too. There are markers to either side to keep you in the same general area. Considering wandering out in the desert, probably not a good idea. Ever played a Dune video game?
Anyone out there? Could you help? I seem to be,
yeah, I kinda noticed
doomed.
that.
Hey there, thanks for stopping. I appreciate it. I've been stuck without water for hours. Wasn't looking good. I don't remember you from Faz's Club. You new to Anchorhead? Could you maybe help me get out of here?
Oh, right.
I'll bet she does. She's decided I finally worn out my welcome and she's fixed my droids to do her dirty work.
Commentary. One would hope the female is better at repairs than Yukalaka. I still would like to crush his neck, Master.
I triggered some sort of trap she programmed. She probably figured I wouldn't be smart enough to get out.
Well,
And she was right.
honest. How can I help?
The wife put a kink in my battle droids. They're in some sort of discharge loop. And if I move from this spot, they're threatening to blow up. She knew I wouldn't know how to fix them. Could you try to do some repairs? They don't care if you move. It's just me who's stuck.
What?
I say leave him.
You're pretty heartless for such a pretty lady, you know?
I take it back. Let's congratulate his wife.
Commentary. I say we blast the meatbag and save you the trouble, Master.
What's with all the droids lately? My wife get to you too?
Negative. I just don't like organic meatbags. Except for the Master, of course.
I'd, really appreciate a bit of help.
Yeesh, I'm dealing
please?
with things in my own court, apparently, but I'll try to see if I can get you out of here.
Just access each droid's repair interface. You'll have to do some tinkering, but be careful. One explosion I can survive. Any more than one and I'm dead. Oh, and ignore the message Marlena left in there. No way do I deserve this, I swear.
Here's a fun little thought experiment. Reverse the genders of the murderer and the victim. Is it still funny? Yeah. Seriously, Bastila, what the hell? You're a friggin' Jedi. Let's save in a new slot before we do these puzzles because it involves math. And I could not do math to save a person's life. Literally.
Having fun on the dunes, Tanis? I made sure you would. Here's the deal. Your precious droids have trapped you. They'll hold you until you die of thirst. Make a mistake while repairing them, they explode. Have a good death. My mother was right about you.
This is the one. This is probably the hardest one. We have to put in the next parts of the progression, and I'm gonna say it right now, I cheated and watched Get Dave's video where he explains it. There's 1-4 here, 1-4. Then there's 1-1 and 1-4, so there's 1-1, 1-4. You get it? Now there's 3 1s and 1-4. Now there's 1-3, 2 1s, and 1-4. So, that would mean the next one in the pattern is 3 1s, so it can't be this or this one. Let's see, 1 3s would be next, right? Yeah, so only this one can be correct. Yeah, there we go. We disarmed that one. Yeesh, that's probably the toughest one. Might be one of the toughest puzzles in the game, if you don't know the scheme to figure it out. Tough business. I'm really glad I watched Get Dave's video before I tried this. Also, that goes to show that if there's a really complicated math problem, only solve as much as you need in order to use the process of elimination. Because I'm actually really bad at math, like really horrible at math, I've developed interpretive schemes where I could do the minimum amount of effort to eliminate all the answers that can't possibly be right, and then you're left with the truth. Anyway. Also, we could just spend repair parts to do it, but we can save so much by doing it manually. Alright, next puzzle. Total energy pool is 300 small pulses or 180 large pulses. So a large pulse isn't quite 2 small pulses. This is another one where I watched Get Dave's video, so I know the answer is 120. No shame at all. I just feel clever that I understood that one puzzle good enough to explain it. And after every droid, we are going to save prudently. Next. Okay. Node 1 reports Node 2 failed. Node 2 reports Node 3 failed. Node 3 reports Node 2 failed. 2 of the above are definitely false. Compare logic to identify the only memory node that can be correct. Node 1 reports Node 2 failed. What's interesting to me is nothing is reporting that Node 1 failed. Alright, I know the answer already, so I'm just gonna do it. Go ahead and try figuring it out in your head. Node 2 was the only one that it could have been. Actually, would probably have a little more trouble with that than the number pattern one, because I think I would eventually figure that. Maybe I'd figure it out. I'd probably just get frustrated and override with repair parts. Kind of like what I did on Mass Effect on that Towers of Hanoi bullshit on the ice planet. Alright. Data missing from prime values. We have to determine what prime number is missing from this set. It's 7. And math saves the day, everybody.
That was unpleasant. Thanks for your help. I'd have been a goner. Hey, and the old bat thought I was dead. Now, my dear lady, I must see to your reward. Will, earthly delight suffice? I suppose not. You never asked me for anything, but I consider my life worth something. Please, take this.
Shape up your
I
life,
insist.
man. Get better taste in women.
Thanks again. I doubt any of those uptight hunters would have helped, and I doubt the wife is coming back. I'm heading back to the shop. I hope she left the manuals for these things behind.
Oh, marital troubles.
Ungrateful little...
I remember when my wife stranded me in the desert and tried to kill me with my own robots. You know how it happens. We didn't get much money or much EXPs from it, but it feels good to do that quest and pretend I know how to do math. Anyway, see that giant thing? That's actually a Zerka Corporation sandcrawler, and as you can see, they're having some trouble. I believe this will be our first actual encounter with the Sand People. Get ready for fun, everybody. Let's get ourselves properly prepared for such a thing.
What?
Who are you? Ah, it doesn't matter. Can you handle a blaster? It may attack again at any second. I doubt we could hold out on our own against another wave of them. You would be right. Came out of nowhere. Wait, damn it. Here they come again. How did it do that?
That's a good question. Get him out of my grill. Sand People are really tough overall, so be ready to rock and roll, that's all I'm saying. Having stasis field when you fight them makes this battle and many others
What can I do?
so much simpler. Hey, HK. Yeah, maybe you should try shooting. Just putting that out there. Well, at least regular stasis works too. Let's put a couple of these guys on ice, and then deal with the rest, while their defenses are lowered.
What can I do?
Keep them okay. Well, I don't know, they have level ups coming, so I guess it doesn't matter. Sorry for the pause. I think there's like 3 waves coming. Luckily they take a moment before they get here. HK, go ahead and upgrade so you can get some heals too. There you go. Bastila, tell you what. Cure is nice. Yeah, I'm going with Cure, I think. Night Valor is nice too. Nah. I mean, a heal is nice. Anyway, we've got enough time to cast a spell or two before the enemy comes into range.
Yes?
Ready!
That's good. I'm pretty sure Force Valor wears off in like instantaneously, which
I'm here.
sort of sucks. Now let's get in there with a force jump, everybody, and keep them away from the mine. Bastila, I want you to start trying to put him in stasis. And then go ahead and head in for an attack. HK, just fire your guns a bunch. That's probably good, yeah. Let's rock, everybody. This might hurt.
Ready!
Enemy does a ton of damage. The next wave comes, but they're right in our face. They actually seem susceptible to force powers. That's nice.
I'm here.
There we go, put him under. This fight gets so much easier with the application of proper stasis.
What?
Oh, he resisted. It'll still slow him down.
Let's make this quick. There.
Damage to me overall. And of course they drop no remains because sand people hate us. And we're pretty much out of force points because we actually used powers.
Thanks for your help. I don't think we'll try holding this position for much longer. We're not soldiers. Did the company send you? It's about time they drove these animals out. Well, you've got a lot of work ahead of you. Do you know about their enclave in the south? Don't even try to go near it. They've taken all the Zerka weapons that were supposed to protect our sandcrawlers. That place is a fortress, a death trap. You'll have to find some way to sneak into the place.
Figure something out.
Glad it's not my job. Just that they attack everything on sight. Well, I suppose they don't attack each other, but any outsider's as good as dead. The company tried to arm us and even set up remote self-powered turrets on the mining route, but that just made things worse. We're not soldiers. They still kill us and then take our weapons off our corpses. They even had the Jawas disable the turrets and set them around their enclave. It's like a fortress now. I don't know how you're going to break through all of that. Me, I'd sneak in. Well, actually, I'd just get back to Anchorhead. They use whatever they scavenge. They seem to hate our technology, but they love to turn it against us. That goes for blasters and turrets too, I guess. It's not like you need to be a genius to operate them. They probably don't even bother with special settings. They just watch for people approaching and switch them on. Yeah, so do we. There's no way we're repairing this thing while getting attacked over and over. The desert can have it. Ah, the Jawas will salvage it eventually anyway. Then we can buy it back and start over. Makes sense to me.
So, things are kind of complicated, but at least we were able to help them, and we regened all our force points. So that's nice. Next time, on Knights of the Old Republic, we'll venture to the other half of the Dune Sea, and see about acquiring something that will let us sneak past the Sand People. See you then.